Hi guys, welcome back to Adventure 365, the channel that's going places. But like I said in the last episode, not until we fix Beryl. So we're going to start the work on Beryl like I promised. And we're going to start with the headlights. It seems a good place as any to start. Headlights, then battery box, and we're just going to keep working away till she's got just the interior left to do. So yeah, let's get these lights out and get them fitted. First things, slurping my brew. Oh, that's better. So let's get this stuff opened up. Headlights, they're going to look cool. You can sit on there, don't need any of that. And I've got a feeling there's no instructions. And these are the indicators and side lights. We've got just the standard 73mm LED smoke lights, and the same with the indicators. Oh, side lights, indicators. Wiring shouldn't be too much of a problem, except for these headlights. Standard 3-pin headlight plug, so earth. You've got your earth, your dip, and your main, and then there's two auxiliary wires. One is white halo, and the other one, and I don't know which way around these run, turns that into an amber indicator. So when you put your indicators on, that will flash, and when you put your side lights on. So I've got to run a piece of twin core cable into, well, from the indicators and side lights to the headlights. So that's going to make the job a bit longer. So I'll get those bits ready and we'll get the headlights surrounds pulled out. So first job, take this surround off. Second job, don't lose all the screws that you're about to take out, which is usually the one, isn't it? Where have all the screws gone? Well, that's just come unplugged from the earth, so we've got to sort that out. Ooh. Don't think that was actually connected. I wonder why that's come apart. Oh well, we can fix it. It's funny, the wiring on the other side seems a lot better. Maybe I just plugged this side in. It's been a few months since I've worked on this truck, so there'll be things I've left that are going to be a surprise to me. I don't know if you remember, most of the wiring on this was a surprise when we did it. I'll just have to hang there. Well, that's the earth, so that must plug into the earth somewhere. Right there. Oh yeah, that's loose. Right, so we need to sort that out because there's nothing worse than a bad earth on a Land Rover. The earths are bad enough as it is. Right, let me get a light. Oh yeah, that's just rotted straight through. Right, see if we fix that. Right, so that was the broken wire, the green one here, and I've just crimped it onto a bollet connector. Now these bollet connectors are slightly undersized for the Land Rover connectors, so they're a bit loose. Really should take them out and replace them with spades. I've crimped that up, so hopefully that'll hold. Well, if we get any problem on this side, I know what's causing it. I've just found something out that's really valuable, guys. Remember to press record on the camera when you're putting everything back together. Right, I fixed the broken wire. I've got that in. I'll come down here so I'm in shot. I fixed the broken wire. I've just put a new bollet connector on that. I've just shown you that. And I've put in an extra piece of cable at the same time. But it's just coming off these. And that earth keeps falling out. I'm going to have a look at that. So I've just put that back in, moved it, and it's fell out again. And it goes in, it's really tight. That's weird. And then it just drops out again. Right, so which way round do the lights go? Indicators go at the top, side lights go at the bottom. Which one's which? I'm betting the green's indicator. And red's side light. Which we'll test. No, just got a new side light. And that shouldn't come on if that's wired up the right way. There you go, side light, so they're the wrong way up. Did I say side light at the top or? I'll have to check. Did I mention I didn't like wiring? That's right, indicators go at the bottom, side lights at the top, so have I just swapped them around for no reason? No, that's right. Oh, that's tight. Right, I'm going to wrangle with this for 10 minutes and we'll be back. There you go. Would you believe it? I turned the camera off, I pushed it and it went straight through. You probably won't believe it, but that's really what happened. So now, it just needs to go back in. I've lost my screwdriver. Wiring, just hours of fun. You know what, I feel like I should have soldered those other wires on, which probably end up having, I'll probably end up doing off camera, because it just takes forever. It crimps. Right, that is the worst of that done. Right, we need to put the headlight in first. I can never remember how these come out. That and that hold the bulb in, so you also have to undo that one. There we go. Well, everything I've just done didn't record, but all I've done is put the bezel on the light. So yeah, you can see that. So just 3 tabs onto the bezel. Get the right way up. I think that's the right way up. I don't think it's that way, but I will check. If it is that way, it's upside down, but I'll find out in a minute. In fact, I probably ought to go and check that now. So I'm going to find out which way up they go. I'm pretty sure they go that way. Thought I'd scratched. No, I haven't. I'm pretty sure they go that way. I'm pretty sure the main beam goes at the bottom. I'm just going to check that. Be back in a second. Yeah, I have my phone with me. And according to that is the right way up. I guess the only way to find out is to put them in and try them. Right, back over to the truck. Right. Oh no, I've left my screwdriver behind. Well, I'll probably never find that screw again. Oh no, it's there. Should we try them? See if they work? See if I remember to turn the camera on? Right. Well, you'll see them before I will, guys. What's that done? Ooh, halos work then. Fancy. Well, those bits work. No, no change yet. Yeah, that's bright. Don't look into it. That's not working. Right, the main beam isn't working. That bit's working. And that bit's working. Right, okay. I'm going to have to do some investigation on the wiring, I think. What's going on? Now, what I think I might do is wire up the passenger side to see if that's working, and if it isn't, it's a wiring issue somewhere else. If not, I've just got the wires mixed up in the plugs, because they're only on push fits on the back. So I'm going to quickly wire up this side. We'll have a look at that when I've done it, and then hopefully we can fix it. Well, it's sod's law, isn't it? This side works perfectly. Everything just went in, plugged in, works. So that side's either got a bad earth or I've got the wires in backwards when I wired the plug up, because when we ripped all the wings off, I just undid all the wires. I didn't mark them because there's only 3. You can't get it wrong. Well, obviously you can, because I've got one side right. This side looks really good now. I might have a fault on the military, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way switch? I think it's a 5-way switch. It's the one with the convoy lights, or it's just got dirty contacts in it, so I'll have to pull that out and have a look. But this is literally the first time that I've actually been able to test the lights, because when we drove it here it was in the day, and a couple of days after we had it we started pulling it apart. So I've never tested the lights really, so everything's a new thing. Right, let's see if we can find out what's wrong with that side. I'll get a meter out and I'll give it a test, and I'll come back in a minute when I've pulled everything apart. Well, it was dead simple. I'd crossed the wires over. Hang on. The earth was in the high beam, and the low beam and high beam were then crossed over. Well, no, one was in the earth. Anyway, it works. It was just a case I'd put the wires in backwards, so it all works now. We'll get this together and we'll have a look what they really look like. That's all I've got to say. Right, the lights work, kind of. We've got a bad earth, and we've spent the last 2 hours chasing a bad earth and we can't find it, so at the moment we're just resoldering the hazard switch, because when we took the switch off it's all on bullet connectors, so we're soldering that up. But there's a bad earth somewhere. We've checked the earths at the front, they all look good. I'm going to have to get a meter out and do some continuity tests, I think, on different things, but it's like, really? But I've just seen something on the switch block up there where it's had some connectors put in. I'm wondering if there might be a bad earth up there, because at some time someone's replaced the fuse box in this truck and it's had an electrical fire in the past, and I'm thinking that could be the bad earth issue. So it's going to be one of them. Hunting a bad earth is probably the worst thing ever, and worse than that, it's a bad earth on a Land Rover. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit, or I might be crying in the corner. You just don't know. I'm going for crying in the corner. Beryl, why have you done this to me? Well, all the lights are on. They don't work. Well, they do work. There is an issue with the indicators. All the lights work perfectly. The halos work, the halo indicators work, dip, main beam, side light. But as soon as you put the indicators on, it's bridging across, so it's flashing all 4 of them. So passenger side, you're getting, a half indicator. So it's an earth issue. But what's weird was when I put the rear lights in, they were working. Then they were working fine. We tested them and everything, and we've had this break while we haven't been working, and now we've just disconnected all the front lights again, taken them all out and just left the bare cables, and they aren't working. They're doing the same, they're bridging across. The fog lights work, the brake lights work, all that, but not the indicators. So it's an earth issue. But we've gone through, we've checked all the earth. It's 9 o'clock at night now, guys. I started at 1 o'clock this afternoon. We can't get this to work, and it's like there's nothing worse than trying to chase a wiring fault. And then we started having a fuse blow in the dashboard for no apparent reason, and we've taken the binnacle back out, put it back in, and it's now stopped doing it. So it was obviously shorting out on something, and we can't see that either. But yeah, just have a quick look at these lights. So that's the lights as they are. So and they're super bright. They are really bright. And that's the main beam. That works fine. But you put the indicator on, and that's working. But I've got an earth problem. It's bridging across to the other side. Oh, it's even flashing the halo on that side now. So I don't know. So like I was saying, I don't know. It's too late at night now. I'm not going to piss around with it anymore. I'll come back fresh tomorrow morning. I've had no tea yet, so I've had enough. Like I say, guys, I hate wiring. What did I say? I hate wiring. I really hate wiring. I even hate wiring on something as simple as this when it doesn't work. Back at it tomorrow. The next day, guys. right, still got that electrical problem, still got a bad earth. My brother's on his way over to have a look at it. He thinks he knows what it is. It could be something to do with either the hazard warning light switch needing a bigger earth, or needs another earth. It could be leaking through the switch, or it could be the actual light in the dashboard, the indicator light that tells you that you've got the indicators on. It could be that. So he's coming over to test it, as he's been looking all night at what it could be. Well, hopefully it's that simple, and then we can crack on with some other bits. But first thing I'm going to do is pull out the indicator bulb, the one on the dashboard. So I'm going to get a screwdriver. There's not a lot of light in here. I need to go and get some work lights. But you can only hope that it's as simple as this. He seems to think that it's actually leaking through the incandescent bulb. It's either that, or it's going to be this switch down here for the hazards. And I'll bow to his superior electrical talentedness. Is that even a word? And if not, we're going to have to start soldering diode packs in to create some extra resistance somewhere. So there's your light set. So the one for the indicators, take that one out. Bob that back in down here. It's a problem when you sort of retrofit stuff and upgrade things with modern stuff. This was never designed to have any of that. So we have light. No, it's still doing it. Both sides are flashing. I can see them in the rearview mirror. So it ain't that. Right. Something else. Well, guys, I was wrong then. I've just got out the truck, had a look. That side's flashing. That side isn't. So taking the bulb out actually worked. So it was leaking to earth through the bulb. Now I've got, sorry about the picture, that's a bit dark, there you go. Don't know if you can see that. We have non-flashing at the back. Or, sorry about the moving of the camera, guys. That's just how this is going to get filmed. I've swapped it over to passenger side, and both sides are flashing at the back. If you can, yeah, there's one, and there's the other one. That's a different issue. That's something else entirely. But taking that bulb out, well, what are the odds of that? Just taking the bulb out. Ooh, I look really red in that picture. There's taking that bulb out has cured the problem. What it's actually doing is leaking to earth. When in between the bulb flashing, it's actually bridging across the bulb, and LEDs draw so little power, it's enough to make them all flash. I don't know what's going on with the back. That could just be a couple of wires swapped over in the wrong places, but we can sort that. Now we've sorted that, so yes! Beryl's got lights! I'm just checking the hazards, and it looks like the hazards work as well. Hang on. Yeah, hazards are working. Hazards are definitely working. Yep, so we've just got an issue with backlights now, so who knew? Right, I'm going to get a brew. Well, we have quite a good success now. We've got all the indicators working. So if Peb flicks the switch to the passenger side indicator, and all the way up at the front there, you can see that. If he flicks it over to the other side, we have that side. Now, it was a simple fix. This plug was actually, when we pulled it apart last night, I put that one into one of the trailer plug sockets where the wiring goes off to the trailer plug, and I put it in the wrong side. So that was just a quick swap over and put it in the right plug, and they all work. So all the indicators are now working. I'm going to interrupt this episode right here, guys. Can you give me the thumbs up if you're enjoying this episode? If you really like it, subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment below. I love the comments. I reply to them all. And now let's get back to what we were doing. I'll just show you some of the things we've had to do. Now they're all working and they're wired up correctly. One of the things we had to do, which we didn't think we would, is add these 50-watt resistors in line. Now, because we put the LED relay in, we didn't think we'd have to add these, but we have still had to add them, and that's generating the resistance we need to stop it bleeding over on the switch on the light on the dashboard. And yeah, that's cured it. And we've had to do the same on the other side as well. So yeah, there's one in each side. I know the wiring needs tidying up, guys. That's one of the jobs we'll do when we're inside the truck. But let's go and have a look at the dashboard. Right, just show you the bulb actually works now as well. That is actually an MOT requirement. So we do need that to work. So you've got to have your indicator light on the dashboard. But like I was just saying while I was in the back about having to put the resistors in, we really didn't think we'd have to put those resistors in because we've got the LED relay which controls the speed and should control the resistance, I think. But it hasn't worked. So when that bulb's in, it's bridging the lights. So we've put those resistors in to increase the resistance, you know, as they're resistors, to make this work properly. If I can get the words out, it'd be great. But there you go. So the lights work. That's great now. So onward and upward, and we'll go and get that step fitted. Well, after doing all our electrics, and big thanks to my brother for coming over and helping me do that, I thought I'd just do something easy and put a rear step on because I'm fed up of jumping up and down in the back of the truck. I'm thinking that's not going to be a hard job to do. Do I put it there? I'm actually going to have to go there because to add that I have to take the tow bar off. Hey, a job that hasn't taken 14 hours to do. And this is what I say, ow! This is what I say about electrics. That's why I hate doing electrics. Spanner was under the camera. Yeah, this is what I was saying about electrics. I just hate doing them. They just takes forever. That's going to help jumping in and out to the back. A win, an easy job. Right, bonnet catches. I'm up at the front with the bonnet catches. Now I've got the original holes from where the original military bonnet catches were, so I can bolt them on there, and the holes for the what would you call that? The keep? The bit it goes into. Yeah, right, bolt them on first and then I can work out, because you want a little bit of tension on these, so you want to be able to pull it and latch it, so obviously you don't want them loose because the bonnet will rattle. So I think bolting them on first and with both sides, that's going to make it the easiest way to do it, I think. I think they go that way. Alright, M6 bolts because they're M6 holes. Well, you know when you think you've got an easy job to do. Put that under there. You can just, you can't see that. Hang on. There you go. I've run out of bloody bolts. I've only got enough to put the catches on. So that's another, what's it now? I'm going to have to run out and go and get some more bolts. Get my hand up there, yes. I just want to use these little cap-headed bolts. Oh, this is super awkward. Oh. This would be dead easy to do, but there's a big piece of soundproofing on the back. There we go. I've lost the nut. Where's that gone? Oh, there we go. It's almost like it wasn't the right thread. slipped. That's not good. There we go. One bonnet catch. Now we need to rinse and repeat on the other side. So what I've got to work out now is how far do I need to put that so that we can lock them into place. So obviously you don't want them too loose because they won't do anything, so you want to, so you've got quite a bit of pull on them, so you can actually, you know, really it wants going somewhere there so that you can pull them over and lock them in place. So that's all the way back. But you don't want too much because you don't want to have to force it every time. I'm thinking like sitting on the nose of it there. If it's there, right, that's sort of immaterial now because I haven't got enough bolts to do this. I want to use these cap-headed bolts because they look nice and I haven't got any more of them. So we're going to leave that. What I think I'm going to do, because it's going to take me a couple of days to get these bolts, is cut this video here because it's going to get a bit long, and we'll come back, we'll finish fitting these and we'll put the YRM battery box in. So thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Still there? It would have all gone by now.